Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today I wanted to make a video essentially comparing the old arena from before 5th Age to what we have now and talk a little bit about the history. So first of all guys, way back in the day, not only was there practice PvP that was actually active of course, but there's actually 2v2, 3v3, and 4v4, 3v3 and 4v4 specifically in First Age, especially at Magus, especially popular with deaths with the introduction of Deer Knight. That was either in Avalon or shortly after with Azteca. Then I want to talk about puppeting. So what puppeting was, in case you didn't know, was when, for example, a level 1 would team up with a level 90 or so, and they'd go in 2v2, and they could actually match up with, like, for example, Magus or even high rank Adept characters, and it actually worked. Next, guys. Okay, so I spoke about that. Second Age 1v1. Right. So Second Age 1v1, essentially with the introduction of Glendemming's gear, for the beginning of actually very, very sweaty Grandmaster PvP, with not just like kind of pretty, very, very mid Mali gear from the original dungeon. And with Glendemming's, once you got to a high rank, you'd basically only face like you'd usually face like very low rank, high level players. So you'd have to, for example, I carried Black Mantle from the Halloween pack, which was a minus 60%. In order to combat Shrike, and you'd carry Dispels of basically every single school. You'd carry Cloak as well to multiply cards. Back in the day, the spell Cloak that Diego may or may not still be able to teach you, but you can't use it. Um, if you actually cloaked a spell, for example, a blade or a dispel, and then you reshuffled, you actually like doubled your cards because you would like keep the cloaked version of the spell, and you would also get you'd get back like the blade from the main deck without the cloak on it, obviously. Third Age. Okay, so yes, in my opinion, around 2015 or whenever Third Age was introduced, which might be summer 2015, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's the decline of PvP, in my opinion. That's when it started. They introduced wards. They introduced Maycast talents. Well, they didn't introduce them then, but Maycast Fortify became popular over Maycast Infal. So Maycast Fortify on a Gearhead Helper pet, a balance was very common, or whatever the pet is called, the Clockwork Minion there. That the minion's AI was way too good, especially given that the Mander Helper was already quite a good minion. Anyway, so then you'd have Balance Ward, Ice Ward, very common, Maycast Fortify, Defy Proof, very, very toxic. Then beginning of Fourth Age was the same as Third in terms of the meta, pretty much. Lots of boosting, lots of cheating, lots of weird ass. There's like a Brandon character, Luke characters, like top of the boards had like glitch rank 12,000, 14,000 rank. It made no sense whatsoever. Yeah, okay, so then compare old arena to new arena. So basically, if you guys remember, in Fourth Age or prior, the arena was actually small. It was only the practice PvP kiosk on one side, the ranked PvP kiosk. Or actually, they were both maybe in the same, and you could choose whether practice rank. I don't really exactly remember right now. I'm pretty sure it was just one kiosk for both. And on the other side, they introduced the tournament kiosk, and yeah, it was like nostalgic. You could like go in classic mode, and well, you can't anymore probably, but before fifth age classic mode, and the arena was very nostalgic with the iconic. If you guys know, you know what was illustrated on the wall with the foliage. All right. Then style, the vibe. Okay, so what I want to talk about with that, guys, is basically I feel like there's a greater sense of community back in the old arena, in my personal opinion. Um, I feel like it was more of a gathering place. Like the first few realms were very busy, a lot of chatting. It was closer together. Now, I think personally, my opinion and my recommendation to the developers is to actually widen this area in terms of literal width because the now it's more streamlined. It goes to the four kiosks, which is pretty like not don't find this a very good idea. They should have maybe four kiosks in a square or something. This is very uninviting, very unappealing. In Ambrose, you'll have some people talking, but it's mostly literally just people being weird stream snipers or insulting people for no reason. Very, very toxic and busy arenas. Okay, moving on. Enchanted Armaments, yeah, this was very common. Ice Grandmaster, Enchanted Armament pet, triple double with Maycast Infal. Back in the day, you could use Lord of Winter treasure card, Mammoth treasure card. You just buff stack, very, very easy. Level 1 versus level 90. Yeah, this is about puppeting. So essentially, as you guys know, they changed the decathlon as well. Moving on to my next point, to be in the arena. It's no longer just from Harold behind Harold Argleston in the Wizard City Library. They also changed, or that was, I guess, they introduced Beast Moon prior. It was like fourth age or something, right? But now there's a Beast Moon Pavilion. So we have all our Beast Moon stuff here. We have a lot of new NPCs, which may or may not be from Pirate. Like this could be from a Valencian. I'm not really sure. I haven't really played Pirate like that, but I only played the free-to-play version. But I believe that horses are from Valencia. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I'm actually Spanish, but not from Valencia, from Catalonia. Here we have absolutely nothing, which is very nice on the developers' side. Another absolutely nothing, very well done. Very good to introduce features when they're completely unfinished. Here we have our decathlon. Here we have the Beast Moon. This one here we have arm wrestling, or maybe it's from like Predator when Arnold and Carl Weathers steroidally clasp hands in a very homoerotic scene. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much all she wrote. Um, have an amazing day. Take care. See you soon.